Man, what's up, everybody? It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rock.
Come on, chat. This was from y'all recommendation, bro. I don't want to start hearing complaining, bro. The quicker we hurry up and get through the reaction, the quicker we can go ahead and move on to the other segments. Yes, nigga, I got a blind date going on today, nigga. Word.
And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on Tory Lanez getting stabbed inside a prison and the man who did it. May 12th, 2025. Located north of Los Angeles lies the California Correctional.
I already done spoke on the cats in that situation, bro. Y'all want to go watch that, bro? You know what I'm saying? Go watch it. Go give me my motherfucker watch time anyways, bro. You niggas been sitting in my chat too long, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Correctional institution in Tallahassee, California. Bullshit. In 2021,
I ain't gonna lie, I am a little sick though, chat. I ain't gonna lie.
Custody facility, meaning it's 2,600 inmates
Jay,
for level 3 or level 4. These are the most dangerous levels in California State Prison, where race, gangs, and strict politics are enforced with deadly consequences.
Yeah, I'm hungry. I feel it made me smell Fredo.
The only step above this would be the maximum security inmates housed within the security housing unit, otherwise known as the SHU. A disciplinary confinement reserved for the prison's most violent, whose only escape from a cell is a human dog cage. It was 7:20 in the morning when 32-year-old Daystar Peterson, who's more commonly known as the rapper Tory Lanez, was violently
named Daystar?
TMZ would originally report multiple sources, including a corrections officer, claimed Tory was on the prison yard, but an updated report from a representative of the California Department of Corrections would clarify Tory was attacked within a housing unit. Prison staff rushed into the unit administering first aid while quickly determining Tory suffered life-threatening injuries.
I ain't gonna lie, Tory actually kind of decent at music. I don't think I ever listened to his songs for real, but I feel like the few songs that I did hear from him, they were all fire.
Forcing them to call 911. Video would emerge of who's believed to be Tory Lanez landing in a life flight helicopter at Kern Medical Center in Bakersfield, California, an hour-long drive from the prison. With that distance, a helicopter was the only form of transportation able to move him fast.
Wait, chat, wait, ain't Tory the one who shot Megan Thee Stallion? Yeah, that's him, right? That's him, right?
Enough to save his life. A message to Tory Lanez's Instagram account would state he'd been stabbed 14 times.
14 times? Including 7 wounds in his back. Yeah, I don't know whoever that nigga was, but Tory just had to do something crazy. He had to just do something crazy.
7 wounds to his back, 4 to his torso, 2 to the back of his head, and 1 to the left side of his face. Both of his lungs collapsed, and he had to be placed on a breathing apparatus. Luckily, Tory was breathing on his own, and despite the pain was talking normally.
They tried to take him out.
Spirits, and deeply thankful to God that he is pulling through. He also wanted to thank everyone for their continued prayers and support. Based on his wounds, it can be assumed Tory was attacked from behind, as the majority of his wounds struck his back and behind his head. Initially, no word was released as to who did it, leaving room for speculation. Because this took place in California, the only time someone is stabbed and it doesn't result in a race riot is if they are stabbed by their own race. But that isn't the case here. Compton rapper Spider Loc would post a conversation with a current inmate at Tallahassee. The man would claim Tory was on a tier full of Mexicans.
Yes, Tory was the one that shot Megan Thee Stallion. We're no longer praying for Tory. I refuse to do it. I'm sorry. He shot my baby. He shot my baby. I should have been a nigga that took that nigga out, yo. Word, nigga. I'm standing on what I say, nigga. I lied. All his music is terrible. We no longer support Tory Lanez. He shot my baby. I can't do it. Y'all don't even know, bro. Me and Megan Thee Stallion, bro. That's like my future wife, nigga. We're happily futured married, nigga. How do y'all not know this, bro? We react to all albums, all songs, all that, bro. I'm really tapped in, bro. And this the nigga that done shot her. We can't go. I can't go for that. No, we no longer do the Tory Lanez support here. I'm sorry. He shot my baby. I can't do it. Now she got a scar on her foot forever. He harmed something that was just so precious. We no longer do the Tory support. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I refuse to do it. We rebuke Tory over here. I rebuke him. I can't do it. I'm sorry, chat. I can't do it. LMAO, niggas think I'm trolling. I'm being so serious. What? Imagine a nigga shoot your girl. How you gonna come about that? You know what I'm saying? He done shot my girl, bro. I can't go for that. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm sorry.
When a Mexican stabbed Tory,
He still got decent music though, but I can't. Nah. Nah, I can't go for that.
airlifted from the prison.
Nah, Dre not trolling. LMAO. I'm not trolling.
He'd also confirmed
I'm trolling. I'm not
as
trolling.
soon as the lockdown is lifted, the blacks will be seeking revenge on
Damn.
the Mexicans.
It's the nigga that shot
What's
my
Gucci?
girl.
What's cracking?
What it do, Fight?
Shit, nothing much to look, right? This morning, brother, the Mex came out and bust on the boy Tory. You know, they airlifted him and all that, so you know, that's gonna respond when we come off this shit. We're gonna respond the right way to that.
They laid the yard down.
No, it happened in the building.
What was it over? It was over some. What he had did he have a debt, a gambling debt or something?
Nah, nothing like that. Shit, we don't even really know. We don't even know the whole situation, you know.
So it was just like some foul play. So it's finna be up.
Yeah, it did for sure with some foul play.
Damn, cuz. Wasn't nobody
Yeah,
right there
that
with
shit
him
ain't
when it
straight,
happened? Wasn't nobody right there with him when it went down?
Yeah, I guess nobody wasn't. He was by himself out there. He got a whole tier full of necks. He on a whole tier full of necks.
Wow.
But you already know, once we get off this shit, we press some play on. We press play.
I'm already knowing. God damn.
Tehachapi has a known reputation for being SNY, otherwise known as a special needs yard. These yards are known to house gang dropouts, snitches, sex offenders, and anyone else whose life is threatened by being in general population. But California has also recently implemented 50-50 yards, half general population, half SNY, to integrate the two prison societies. This goes against strict prison gang politics, mainly for the Mexicans and whites who are allegedly forced to attack any rival or SNY inmate to essentially remove themselves from the yard until they are placed back in general population amongst the quote-unquote honorable convicts. While general population is deadly, it's controlled chaos, and SNY yards can be just as dangerous, if not worse, as the gang politics that keep things in line go out the window and violence becomes rampant. It's unclear if Tory was in fact SNY, as that comes with its own bad reputation within prison, but it's likely Tory was placed on a 50-50 yard, and his politics didn't require him to remove himself. Now, Tory's attacker would be identified as 42-year-old Santino Casio, a man with a dark violent history. On June,
His dad look like he don't give a fuck about no life. He look like he in there for life, and that's all he want is just to harm niggas. Look at him. They got a star on his throat. The nigga got a star throat. Come on. Like, he look like he genuinely just don't give a fuck about the human population. He look like he don't give a fuck about life. He like a complete crash out. He look like one of them. He look like y'all know did y'all see the videos when niggas just be walking up to niggas and just killing them? He like one of them type of bulls. He like he in there for life though, and he don't give a fuck. So now he just gonna keep doing bad shit because he just already in that bitch for life.
Tino Casio, a man with a dark violent history. On June 8th, 2022, a then 20-year-old Santino who went by the name
Dre Rowland, laughing emojis, not for real.
named Sonny, was heard arguing with his 13-year-old girlfriend. Minutes later, she was shot in the face with a shotgun. Santino would go on the run for 2 weeks before being arrested. His own family would testify against him in court how they heard the argument before the blast. A coroner would testify the barrel must have been 4 inches away from the girl's face before it went off.
His family snitched on him?
He was arrested.
His family snitched on him? That's why he look traumatized, nigga. I would be looking traumatized too. My family snitched on me, nigga. That's why he look like that, nigga. His own mama snitched on him, nigga. You don't even know how your own mama, nigga. Bro, he had his own Duke snitch on him, nigga. Bro, that's why the nigga looked traumatized in the picture. He was so shocked and surprised that everything went down the way it did, that his own family snitched on him. The nigga was just, he was shocked by life. He shot a girl with a 40-inch shot. He shot a girl with a 40-inch barrel right in the face. And his own mama snitched on him, nigga. Look at him. Nigga, I'd be sad in the face too.
Would be played at trial where Santino admitted to having a relationship with the 13-year-old girl for a month before the shooting.
Wait.
The relationship with the 13-year-old girl for a month before the shooting. Having a relationship with the 13-year-old girl for a month before the admitted to having a relationship with the 13-year-old girl for a month before the shooting. To having a relationship with the 13-year-old girl for a month before the shooting. The girl.
Did I hear that right? He was seeing a 13-year-old girl? Oh man, we gotta stop watching this. I don't support this.
The girl was a runaway, while Santino was on parole from the California Youth Authority for burglary.
My fault. I was on the road to crash.
In 2004, Santino would be sentenced to life in prison for murdering 13-year-old Evelyn Candejas and 2 other attempted murders from 2 separate stabbings. While in prison, he'd be sentenced to an additional 6 years for a prison stabbing on another inmate, and in 2018, he was sentenced to an additional 2 years for possessing a knife in prison. Santino.
Alright. My fault for pausing so much, chat. Dre, stop pausing, ho. Now look, alright, boom. Let's go read off this nigga charges, right? Boom! He was seeing a 13-year-old girl. She messed around and got shot in the face with a 40-inch barrel. Boom, right? Boom! The nigga poked somebody else besides Tory Lanez. He poked actually 2 other people besides Tory Lanez. Didn't finish none of the jobs. So his only official kill was the 13 harmless-year-old girl. He wasn't able to take no other grown man out. Boom. Let's just go and get that squared up, head down right about now. The nigga got 3 attempts and 1 murder. And he got life in jail. See what? What I tell y'all earlier, I told you he don't give a fuck about life. I told you. I could see the pain in his eyes. Then his own mama snitched on him, nigga. You know it hit different when your own. Well, nah, never mind. If I was his Duke's fool, I probably would have snitched on his ass too. I ain't gonna lie. And then he got 2 attempts to kill the 13-year-old girl that he was messing with. That's outrageous. Yeah. Keep him in there for life. It's over. Don't let him back out.
For possessing a knife in prison.
Don't let him back out.
Santino Casio was as dangerous as they come. But his conviction for murdering a 13-year-old girl he'd been dating confirms he was definitely an SNY inmate, as he'd never be allowed to walk in general population without being stabbed or killed. Why he chose to attack Tory Lanez is unknown. Many questioned if Tory was targeted because of his own conviction for allegedly shooting his former friend Meg Thee Stallion. The fact that he had a female victim, many would assume would be reason enough for him to be hit. But Santino's case is far worse than Tory's could ever be portrayed, and offers no motive as to why this happened. Tory Lanez is expected to survive, and it can also be expected that Santino be placed in the shoe and receive additional time in prison for this attack. But what is more time to someone who's already serving a lifetime? A superstar rapper once on top of the world, now surrounded by killers with nothing to lose because of a stupid decision that changed the entire course of his life. Tory is lucky to have survived this, and hopefully remains lucky enough to survive the remaining years of his 10-year prison sentence. Now, when Tory was sentenced to prison, everybody assumed 1 or 2 things. 1 is his money and celebrity status is going to keep him safe. And 2, because he has a female victim, he could be targeted. I don't know if either one played a role in this, but the fact that Tory was damn near killed, right? Because prisons don't call in a helicopter for nothing. They all have medical units within the prison. Like, if it's superficial, they'll fix you. The fact that he had to be airlifted, his lungs collapsed, Tory almost got killed. This was a serious stabbing. Anytime a helicopter lands, it's serious. The fact that he survived this, and the fact that he was hit up in the first place, shows you how real prison is. Your celebrity status is not going to protect you. If you're accessible, it can happen to you. The fact that Tory was on an SNY yacht, from my understanding, doesn't mean he necessarily went PC for protective custody. From my understanding, the black race in California State Prison doesn't have to remove themselves from SNY yards because their politics don't do that. The whites and the Mexicans will not stay on a 50-50 yard. It's required that they remove themselves. The reason they do that is so they don't run into pieces of shit like Santino Casio, a man that murdered a 13-year-old girl that he was dating, right? General population, they don't want him there. So if he goes there, they remove him. But if they get placed into a dorm or a unit where they're surrounded by weird fucks like that guy, they gotta pop on somebody to remove themselves. The reality is, if Tory was never at that spot around that guy, this would have never happened. And that's the thing about general population. Even though it's so strict, it's controlled chaos. That's why when Spider Loc was questioning his boy inside of the prison, he was asking, was it a gambling debt or something? Did Tory do something? What would cause someone of another race to attack him? Because under controlled politics, that doesn't happen like that. But in this situation, with SNY inmates, there's no rules and everything is off limits, resulting in Tory Lanez damn near being killed. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. Again, Tory.
Damn. I mean, I know it's kind of like fuck Tory right about now, but, you know, all in well. I do hope he get better, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's still fucking, I just hope he do get better. It's only fucking, bro, because he shot my girl in her foot, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't never shoot nobody girl in their foot, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you feel if you get a baby mama and I shot your baby mom in the foot? You feel me? And y'all was together, you know what I'm saying? It's just not right. But I do hope he still get better, though, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that's a lot going on. I'm actually kind of surprised that he survived myself, honestly. I would have thought he would have checked the minute he would have fought. You know what I'm saying? I thought he would have checked the minute he got struck. I ain't gonna lie. That's good, though. That's good. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? That's nice. I fought that.